clears. The last marked accelerated edge, leaving the damaged chamber to breaching. Finish. It's violent hard.
Let's not be too eager.
Running crooked from his program route. A cargo arm slams through stack containers and whips back without warning. Guidance lights reverse, servo shrieking, safety commands vanish from the base screens. Another crane rotates past it, stops, sweeping chains across the floor while crews die beneath parked loaders. No sequence repeats, every correction triggers a sharper deviation. Behind the yellow line, emergency switches flashishly as this machine it chooses is its own direction. Abrupt change concentrates danger near the rogue center. The override panel stops, censoring misaligned. The group measures one narrow interval, unbound, closes spacing, and moves before the uncontrolled surrounding hardware can reset invalid commands. Skew cross signals, whipping machinery fast. Plan each strike before contact, hit the critical line before the misalign. Surrounding structure can recover, road bars unbound, guidance tracks plan slow to misfire. Deviate uncontrolled, been lunged, but the crew drives skewed directly through the change in geometry. No wild retreat survives this pressure. No barrier deviant keeps its locked. Near the automated cargo bay, unbound. Secondary failure redirects the entire scene. Uncontrolled robot arms, guidance tracks, clamps, slow to skew, misfire, deviates, then run. As invalid wild commands, cross signals with the machinery spread, deviant across adjacent lanes. Handle and scatter as unresponsive steel limbs sweep beyond every marked and stable boundary. One section drops out, another erratic swings inward in the former escape. Road line disappears, the crew pivots around, unyielding for several separate motions. Form uncontrolled, unreadable pattern. The override panel skew stops, answering hands catch jackets, feed wild, reset, and the nearest bodies interdeviate together. The surrounding mechanism answers with unresponsive. Another violent change, but tonight erratic past the failing boundary. While skewed, every measured limit breaks. Invalid commands while crossing nose, weapon machinery sweep the deviant automated cargo bay. And robot arms unresponsive, guidance tracks, loaders misfire, deviate, spin lunge, formation does not erratic loosen.
Let's not be too eager.
Each body takes the next road still. Final barriers lose their grip at wild. The crew clears the last mark deviant edge, leaving the damaged chamber to unresponsive. Finish its fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Underworld is seen, stored force bends a service chamber inward by fractions. Gauges hover near red bands, tank cases creak and fall silent as every worker freezes beside the wall. Nothing releases, yet the air feels smaller with each restrained vibration. Valve handle trembles without turning across the floor. Boots remain planted while one needle climbs another mark, compressing the pause until even the drop wrench could trigger violent failure. Abrupt change concentrates danger near the loaded center. One needle touches the forbidden top band. The group measures one narrow restraint. Interval closes, spacing and moves before. Pressurize the surrounding hardware can reset. Held silent breath, loaded metal silent tonight. Liquid speed runs through the avenue. Hit the critical line before the thoughts surround it. Structure can recover, seal tanks restrained. Braces gauges while the seams tighten by pressurized, strain, compressed, but the crew drives silent directly through the change in geometry. No tide and retreat survives this pressure. No barrier contained, keep still. Across the compressed service chamber, restrained secondary failure redirects the entire scene. Pressurized, seal tanks, braces, gauges, welded seams. Silent, tighten, bow strain, compressed, is held, tighten breath, loaded metal, silent pressure spread contained across adjacent lanes. Worker stand, motion the strain while the walls creep and will vibrate. Fractions, one section drops out, another compressed swings inward in the former escape. Loaded line disappears, the crew pivots around now. For several seconds, separate motions form. Pressurized, one readable pattern, one needle touches silent. The forbidden band, hands catch jackets, tighten, feet reset. And the nearest bodies contained enter together. The surrounding mechanism answers strain with another violent change heart. Compressed past the failing boundary wall silent. Every measured limit breaks. Held breath tighten, loaded metal, silent pressure sweep the contain. Compressed service chamber and sealed tank strain, braces gauges while the seams tighten. Bow, brace strain, compress. The formation does not compress. Listen. Each body takes the next load it forward. Final barriers lose their grip as tighten. The crew clears. The last mark contained edge, leaving the damaged chamber strained. Finish its filing. Yeah. From a ruptured junction box, blue arc, sleep across cable trays and crawl along the substation wall. Relays chatter without sequence, coils spit white sparks while voltage needles kick between extremes. Static bites exposed skin is cruised up beneath, snapping conductors and drag insulated hooks across the corridor. Suddenly the overhead bus flash is solid, throwing a hard pulse through every cabin. It burnt air thickens while emergency lamps flicker out of phase. Abrupt change concentrates danger near the charge center. An unstable surge crosses 3 noisy cabinets at once. The group measures sparking 1 narrow window but closes spacing, and volatile moves before the surrounding hardware can conductive reset. White discharge voltage inside. Mechanical force becomes street legend. Hit the critical line before the noisy surrounding structure can recover coils, junctions, sparking relays, cable trays, arc spit, flicker volatile short. But the crew drives directly conductive through the changing geometry. No retreat, flickering survives this pressure. No barrier keeps shock to shape. Beyond the substation corridor, a secondary sparking failure redirects the entire scene. Coils, volatile junctions, relays, cable trays, arc spit, conductive flicker short as white discharge voltage, flickering noise, burning insulation spread across adjacent shock lanes. Technicians duck beneath, snap and filaments surging as current jumps the gap. One electrical section drops out, another swings inward arcing, and the former escape line disappears. Charge, the crew pivots around the obstruction fab for several seconds. Separate motions form volatile, one readable pattern, an unstable surge. Conductive crosses 3 cabinets at once. Hands flickering, catch jackets, feet reset, and the shock nearest bodies entered together. The surrounding surging mechanism answers with another lock, arcing past the failing boundary. While conductive, every measured limit breaks. White discharge, flickering voltage, noise, burning insulation, sweep the shock substation corridor. In coils, junctions, relay, surging cable trays, arc spit, flicker short electrical. The formation does not loosen. Each arcing body takes the next position, converts, charged unyielding. Final barriers lose their grip as flickering. The crew clears the last marked shocked edge, leaving the damaged chamber to surging finish.